Hello, Abnormal Investigations. Good to see everybody. We got another encounter for you, and I hope you enjoy this one. This one here should be a pretty good encounter. It's a pretty wild one, and I think you will enjoy it. I'm thinking about, would you all, and this is a question I got for you, and please let me know in the comments because it means a lot to me what you say. Do you like how I do the backgrounds right now with the AI fire and stuff like that? Or do you prefer the old ways where you could see me whenever I read these encounters? I don't know what you all like better. Let me know what you liked better, and we'll see what we can do, or does it even matter? This happened when I was about 11 years old. My dad took me and my younger brother to a hunting camp in Texas. We left our mom's house around 10 p.m., and it took us about 2.5 hours to get to the ranch. My grandpa and older brother were already waiting for us by my grandparents' tent. The next day, my dad woke us up at 5 o'clock a.m. to get ready for deer hunting. He took us to a blind and left me and my little brother there while he took my older brother to another blind about a mile away. My grandpa was in his blind in a different location to keep an eye on us. As the morning went on, my little brother fell asleep, and I was keeping watch. At around 8 a.m., I saw a 10-point buck emerge from the brush. I nudged my brother awake, and he was excited. We saw two does near the buck, and I decided not to shoot despite my brother's urging. Later, I took a shot at the buck when it was alone, and I was relieved when it fell. As the evening approached, I heard rustling in front of our blind. I took aim, thinking it might be another deer. But when my brother shone a flashlight, we saw something entirely different. It had the head of a German shepherd, but its body was muscular and imposing. It snapped its head toward us, and I sure felt the fear set in. The creature ran toward our blind, and I heard a loud thud against the walls. My brother and I were terrified. Then we heard footsteps circling our blind, faster and faster. Suddenly they stopped. The door handle started shaking violently, and I took my rifle off safety, aiming it at the door. Just as the door was about to open, my grandpa burst in, rifle in hand, and took us out of the blind. He told my dad that my little brother had screamed, and we went to join him. That night was the worst. At around 3 a.m., I was awoken by a loud, menacing howling. I stood up and I peered out the window, seeing the outline of a humanoid figure with the tree line. I was terrified. Then I heard the loud footsteps running toward my window. I gathered the courage to peek out and saw the creature's hands with long black claws, piercing red eyes, staring back at me. The next day, my dad and I went to the blind with my older brother, while my little brother went with my grandpa. We found the buck I had shot, but it was mutilated beyond recognition. The stomach was ripped open, its legs were broken and twisted, and its antlers were chewed on. After that day, we never returned to that ranch. The experience left a lasting impact on me, and I'll never forget the terror I felt that night. Years later, I started researching the creature, trying to understand what it was and why it had attacked us. I scoured the internet, talking to locals and reading about similar encounters. Some people said it was a skinwalker, a creature from Native American folklore that can take on various forms. Others claimed it was a wild animal, possibly a hybrid of a wolf or a dog. But I couldn't shake the feeling that the creature was more than just an animal. Its behavior, intelligence, and apparent ability to track us down suggested something more sinister. I began experiencing strange occurrences at home. Tools would go missing. Strange noises would be heard at night. Some people might say it was just my imagination, but I knew what I saw that night. And no matter what they say, crossbreeds, hybrids, or whatever, they don't walk on two legs and they don't have human hands with claws. I know what I seen. Sorry for the noise, guys. The cat started playing with something right at the end. She went nuts, started jumping around. But I would say that they definitely had a Dogman encounter, and probably because they were hunting, it was probably hunting the deer in the same area. And again, let me know, guys. Do you like to see me when I read them, or does it really matter if you see me when I read these encounters? Thank you for listening, and as always, keep your head on a swivel. Until next time, guys, don't be something's dinner, and we'll see you on the next one.